We just got back from a 7-night cruise aboard the MSC Seascape to the Bahamas, and our first port was the beautiful Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. Join me as I share all the things we saw and did during our do-it-yourself itinerary. We stood on our balcony as we approached the port and took in the stunning views of the Caribbean Sea and the lush greenery and mountains surrounding the city. We decided not to book an excursion and instead hire a driver directly at the port and go exploring on our own. Let's just take a moment to soak in this view of Mount Isabel de Torres filling up the skyline. There are 2 cruise ports in Puerto Plata, Amber Cove, which is a private port for Carnival Cruise Line, and Taino Bay, which is where we docked. We were immediately met with lively and colorful atmosphere where music filled the air and smiles greeted us at every turn. There are plenty of things to do at this 20-acre port. There are numerous shops, bars, and restaurants, and an impressive pool and lazy river that are free for cruise guests to use. The seating areas were gorgeous and plentiful, and it wasn't hard to find a shady spot. You could definitely just spend the whole day here and have a wonderful time. We hired a driver directly from the port and headed to our first stop, Fortaleza San Felipe. The fort was constructed in the 16th century to ward off pirates and now serves as a museum. You can pay an entrance fee to tour inside, but we opted just to walk the grounds and admire the beautiful views. Next, we hopped back into our taxi and headed to the historic center of Puerto Plata. First stop was Umbrella Street, a cute street covered with colorful umbrellas and lined with shops and chairs to people watch. The next stop was Paseo de Dona Blanco, also known as Pink Street. This unique alleyway was created to commemorate Miss Bianca Francaschini, a pioneer in the development of early tourism in Puerto Plata. It's painted entirely in pink and makes for a great backdrop for all your social media photos. After that, we walked over to the Central Park area and went to view the Cathedral of St. Philip the Apostle. The earliest version of this church was a wooden structure that was destroyed by fire in 1863. Reconstruction began in 1929 and was finally completed in 1956 after being impeded by an earthquake a decade before, only to be damaged again by another earthquake in 2003. Final repairs were made in 2008. Its legacy of resiliency and its beautiful Victorian architecture make it a favorite stop among tourists. We found ourselves lingering here for a bit. It was peaceful and beautiful and a nice respite from the heat. Our last stop of the day was to ride the Teleférico cable car. The car takes you up 2,625 feet to Mount Isabel de Torres, which is a national park. It's only $10 a person, and at the top you can spend as long as you like viewing the mini-sized Christ the Redeemer statue, as well as tour the beautiful botanical gardens and nature reserve. We loved the feeling of riding back down through the clouds and enjoyed it even more when the beautiful views opened up below us. All in all, Puerto Plata was a wonderful stop for us. We had a lot of fun and enjoyed seeing all the things that we saw. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to see all the great cruise tours and footage that I have coming in the future. Thanks for joining me today. Till next time.